It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. Only the educated are free. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Skillful pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempests. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Seek not the good in external things, seek it in yourselves. People are not disturbed by things, but by the views they take of them. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by him. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power or our will. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. If you would be a reader, read. If a writer, write. A ship should not ride on a single anchor, nor life on a single. Hope. Demand not that things happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do, and you will go on well. Events do not just happen, but arrive by appointment. Either God wants to abolish evil, and cannot, or he can, but does not want to. It is unrealistic to expect people to see you as you see yourself. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. If any man despises me, that is his problem. My only concern is not doing or saying anything deserving of contempt. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. How much time he gains who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks, but only at what he does himself, to make it just and holy. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself and your way of thinking. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Perfection of character is this, to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense. A person's worth is measured by the worth of what he values. Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it. A man must stand erect, not be kept erect by others. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. If you really want to escape the things that harass you, what you're needing is not to be in a different place but to be a different person. Sometimes even to live is an act of courage. Fire tests gold, suffering tests brave men. Enjoy present pleasures in such a way as not to injure future ones. They lose the day in expectation of the night, and the night in fear of the dawn. It is not that we have so little time but that we lose so much. The life we receive is not short but we make it so. We are not ill-provided but use what we have wastefully. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it. All cruelty springs from weakness. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. He who spares the wicked injures the good. You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire. He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. A gift consists not in what is done or given, but in the intention of the giver or doer. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. To win true freedom you must be a slave to philosophy. It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. Often a very old man has no other proof of his long life than his age. No man is crushed by misfortune unless he has first been deceived by prosperity. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. Better to trip with the feet than with the tongue. Well-being is realized by small steps, but is truly no small thing. Nothing is more hostile to a firearm grasp on knowledge than self-deception. The goal of life is living in agreement with nature. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen more than we say. If you lay violent hands on me, you'll have my body, but my mind will remain with Stilpo. Happiness is a good flow of life. A bad feeling is a commotion of the mind repugnant to reason, and against nature. No loss should be more regrettable to us than losing our time, for it's irretrievable. Wealth is able to buy the pleasures of eating, drinking, and other sensual pursuits, yet can never afford a cheerful spirit or freedom from sorrow. Choose to die well while you can. Wait too long, and it might become impossible to do so. From good people you'll learn good, but if you mingle with the bad you'll destroy such soul as you had. Since every man dies, it is better to die with distinction than to live long.